Hi guys, thank you for tuning in again for a second video. This video is how to improve your score with how to improve your credit score, and also how to erase hospital bill. Some of you guys in the past, like friends and family, whoever watched this video, I have friends and family who always contacted me about how to erase the hospital bill, how to take off the hospital bill. I would say about 10 years ago, the hospital did not send you to a credit bureau because simply one of the reasons hospital did not send you to credit bureau because a lot of people didn't have no health insurance and still don't have no health insurance. But now, as the time changes, the hospital wanted to send you to credit bureaus. The hospital will send people to credit bureau like never before. But if a hospital sent you to credit bureau, that's one of the bills that sometimes they make it a way that you cannot they make it a way that for you to pay their bills. But don't worry, you can have that dispute into your from your credit file. You can have a dispute. The number one thing, if you're gonna go to a hospital, if you feel like you want to go to a hospital, do not go to a hospital near your home, near your same zip code that you live. That's the first thing. If you're gonna go to a hospital where you cannot afford the bill, don't go to a hospital that, unless you've been taken by ambulance, you have no choice. But if it's something that they driving you, taking you distance away, always go to another zip code, not the zip code that you lived in. Why? Because let me tell you why. When you get ready to dispute this bill, you can simply tell them a letter. This is not even in my area. I live approximately X amount distance to that particular area, so it's not my bill. So if anything, that's not the hospital I would go to. That's not what excites me. So that's, and when you do get the hospital bill, if you wanted to dispute a hospital bill, whatever, you waited, you don't say anything, you waited until you keep getting a letter from them, say you have to pay the bills, you have to pay. They're gonna send it at least by 5 or 6 times or 7 times even, and then they get to a point, say they're gonna report you, and then now they send you to some kind of credit places to collections to pay. Now you're gonna when you get to the collections, and you simply tell the collection you wrote just a regular note, and you send it in the envelope wherever the hospital is made from, and you tell the hospital from the collections, you say, this is not my bill, I have never been to the hospital there, I'm not a patient there. So basically, when you tell them that, they're going to say that this is what the hospital going to tell you. The hospital going to say to you, in order for me to erase this bill is not yours, I must see a copy of a driver license or something who says it's not yours. What they try to do, they try to match the signature on files what you have on your signature on your license. Many people, I mean like many people, don't even sign the same way they sign on their driver license with the hospital. Why? Because when they at the hospital, they sick, they under duress, so they don't even sign the same. So 90% of the time, your driver license signature and the signature that the hospital have on file when you were sick, when you came there for the consent for treatment, it would not match that signature, because your signature would not match. When you're gonna go ahead now, dispute it with them, tell them it's not yours, and they're gonna say, no, I'm gonna send you to a credit department anyway. You waited, soon as it goes to the credit department, you send it is not yours. Before it goes to credit department, they're gonna do something where it looks like as if they were checking your credit, and when you saw that coming, like a new inquiry coming, you dispute that inquiry right away. The minute you dispute that inquiry, the credit department gonna see it as, if this bill belonged to this person, where is the inquiry? So if the inquiry is not there for them to request that they're going to send you, if it's not there, so it couldn't be you. That's what you have to do. After the 3rd attempt, the hospital have no choice but to do it. And I'm gonna show you this right here. And again, this is mine. You see, this is recent. This is mine. This is recent. See, this is recent, and this is mine. Taking a chance and let you guys see it. Anyway, what this is saying is basically, I just said the bills was high, and I never have health insurance because I don't believe I need it. I'm not a sick person. So every now and then, like every 300 years I'm gonna pop up to a hospital for treatment myself. So I don't feel like I need it. That's just, to me, that's a waste of money. You could just go ahead and get your regular, go to any type of, a lot of people don't know that every county, city that you live, there's a, I'm not talking about the healthcare clinic, the regular clinic where a whole bunch of people go. There's also some clinic that, there's some clinic that they give like free checkup, free treatment. Those like for the basic care, meaning, you know, regular annual checkup, breast examinations, your eye examinations, and things like that for men and women. I mean, what else can you, they're not going to operate it on you, do any type of surgery, anything like that, that you would need it to go to a hospital. I mean, most people, the only thing they need is their regular annual checkup, or either if they have a hypertension. A lot of people suffer from hypertension or diabetes or something like that. They go to the clinic to get a regular checkup, and they give you prescriptions and so forth. So you really don't have to go to a major hospital unless you really be taken by an ambulance, or if it's an illness, there's no way, no how you have to go to an emergency room. And when you do go, you're going to dispute that bill. One of the reasons why I'm a big advocate on people dispute hospital bill, people don't understand that. Being a nurse, I learned that. A hospital bill, a hospital shouldn't even charge people for the people who does not have health insurance. Let me say this. People who don't have a health insurance, everybody that in the county where you live, that the state, which is the federal government, pay portions for you for your hospital in the event that if you go to the hospital. If you spend 30 years, you don't never go to a hospital, they still pay little portions to a hospital where you live at. The state pay portions for you regardless, for the number of the citizens who live in the state or the county where the person may in the future, if they gonna receive some sort of medical treatment. That's why long ago people used to go to the hospital where if they don't have no health insurance, and they say those are a hospital that where you can get the medical treatment, like a government hospital. They were saying that that's where it comes from, because actually the federal government give the state some funding for hospital care. In hospital, and even the people, even if you don't go to the hospital, they still receive money on your behalf anyway, because you live in the county or the city, wherever that you may live. But people don't know that. So you mean to tell me that if I spend 30 years and 20 years and 10 years and I never go to the hospital, one day that I happen to go to the hospital, why do I have to pay for so much things at one day? I mean, and then again, and you can go to the hospital, it's not much they will do for you anyway. They will send you to go see, unless you have some major problem. Like I say, I'm not speaking about someone who have some major illness or some car accident or giving birth or some other stuff that it's not, some things that is not under your control, that you can't do anything about it, where you have to go to the hospital. Then that's fine, I'll get it. But if we speaking about just a general, your stomach is hurting and you decided to go to emergency room, it's nothing they go, and they're not gonna perform surgery on you. They're just, what are they gonna do? Nothing much, not much. After that, you're just gonna, after we do anytime ultrasounds, if it's your lower abdomen, and then after that, give you a referral to go see your primary care doctor. So, and then you'll get the bill for absolutely nothing. You'll get the bills. Your primary care doctor will do all the work that they didn't do. And I work in a hospital for a long time, so I know how hospitals operate. I am not saying that hospitals are bad, but I am just saying it's not as much you're gonna get if you're moderately sick or slightly sick. But if you're very ill, then you have to go to the hospital. Then by all means, that's the only places you're gonna get treatment. Go for it. That's the place that you can get treatment. But if it just for any minor illness and stuff, don't run, go to the hospital, please. I'm begging you not to, because in the long run, you're gonna mess up your credit score. You're gonna mess up if you don't have that money to pay. And even if you have insurance, depend on the type of insurance that you have. So after you have to fight with this hospital. So if you have hospital bills, it's definitely gonna take you about 4 months before you can get that off your credit. You're gonna keep getting like a letter says this belong to you, until the last minute you're gonna get the letter says this does not belong to you. I like, where is it? Does not not right here. It's it right there in bold. Does not belong to. So when you get that, and you quickly send it to your credit bureau, all 3 of them, say please take it up, and then they have to update your files and delete. Then they will send you things, it has been deleted. So which is good, and you happy about that. You go by your business, then you never have to worry about it again. So your caution's not about you making better decisions when it comes to your health care or your primary care, going to the hospital, that kind of decisions. So anyway guys, like I say, I don't want to make this video too long, but I will go this video in segment on a weekly basis. I will discuss a new topic. So we're continuing with the credit score. So we will be talking next week. In the next video, we will be talking about what to come to buy a house. How can you get the home loan? What do you need to do to get a home loan? So I will tell you all about what I have done, how I made it, how I end up on 3 homes, and how do I do that. So I will show you guys how you can do that as well. So, and also, if you, like I say, if you have any questions or anything, post it under this video so all of us can learn from it, so we can create some kind of discussion room so everybody can learn from a topic. So it's not just for me only or for the next person, so all of us can learn together and grow together. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you. Bye. And also don't forget to share and like this video. If you have any questions about any other things for skin lightening, you have to go to my other channel, so which is the Best of Africa. This channel is real educations. That's all we're going to discuss about different topics that to better ourselves, to improve our lives. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.